Hello, friends. We're glad you're joining us again for another story time. I'm Joanna from the Stratford Early On programs.
And I'm Lisa from the West Perth and Perth East programs.
And I'm Donna from the West Perth Early On programs. Glad you came to join us today.
All right, are you ready for our story? This is a fun story about some farm animals. This is Emma's Eggs, and it's written by Marguerite Rurs and Barbara Spurl. So I'm going to switch to my speaker view and let's get started. Emma was changing from a fluffy dandelion chick. She was turning into a feathery white hen. Emma liked to step through the tall grass and scratch the ground for worms and seeds. She counted pebbles in the driveway and chucked around the house. Whenever she liked, Emma could go inside the chicken coop next to the barn. I wonder what she does in the chicken coop. Like the other chickens, Emma had made a cozy, shallow nest in the straw. Emma fitted on her nest like the lid on a cookie jar. One day, when Emma was daydreaming, she had an irresistible urge to do something. I wonder what it was. Tock, 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 she said. Emma hopped up and looked in the nest. To her amazement, she had laid her first egg. It was a bit small, perhaps, but it was perfect nonetheless. Look at all the animals. That day, when the farmer's wife came, she saw Emma's egg. Emma, she said, you laid an egg. Good girl. She bent down, picked up Emma's egg, and put it in her basket. Emma was proud of her egg. She followed the farmer's wife to the house, hopped up on an empty apple crate, and peeked through the kitchen window. The farmer's wife put a frying pan on top of the stove and cracked Emma's egg into the pan. She scrambled it with a fork. Oh, have you ever had an egg that was scrambled? There's Emma. Talk, said Emma. Is that how they want my eggs? Then that's how I'll make them. I wonder what Emma's going to do with her eggs. So when Emma laid another perfect egg the next day, she jumped on top of it and scrambled it with her feet. Oh no, no, Emma, cried the farmer when she saw it. That's not what you do with eggs. And he shooed Emma away. Emma followed the farmer. When he took the other eggs into the kitchen, she hopped up onto the empty crate and peeked inside. Look what the farmer is doing with these eggs. She watched as the farmer dropped the eggs into a pot full of water. Talk, said Emma. Is that how they want my eggs? Then that's how I'll make them. I wonder what Emma's going to do with her eggs next. Do you see? The very next morning, Emma laid another perfect egg, not in her cozy nest of straw, but in the chicken's water bowl. Oh, no, Emma, cried the farmer's children when they came to collect the eggs. That's not what you do with eggs. And they shooed Emma away from the water bowl. Emma scratched her head. She was trying so hard to make perfect eggs, but nobody was pleased. Emma hopped onto the crate below the kitchen window. At the table, she saw the farmer, the farmer's wife, and the farmer's children. They were doing something very strange. Do you see what they're doing? Have you ever done that with eggs? They were painting all of the eggs. Talk, said Emma. Is that how they want my eggs? Then that's how I'll make them. Look what Emma's doing. Uh-oh. Emma laid two perfect eggs in the straw. She found a can of paint and a brush behind the barn. She was just putting on the finishing touches when the farmer's wife came to gather the eggs. Oh, no, 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 Emma, she cried. That's not what you do with eggs. She shooed Emma away and threw out the paintbrush. Oh, poor Emma, she's just trying her best. The very next morning, Emma watched as the farmer and the farmer's wife hid the eggs all over the farmyard. I wonder why they're hiding them. They hid them behind shrubs and between daffodils. They even put one in the low branches of a tree. Talk? Said Emma. Is that how they want my eggs? Then that's what I'll do. Over the next few days, Emma laid an egg in the feeding dish and one behind a fence post and another under the straw. She even left one beside the crate under the kitchen window. Uh-oh. Look what happened. Oh, that's strange, said the farmer. Emma has stopped laying eggs. Then she spotted an egg behind the fence post and stepped on the one under the straw. Oh, no, 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 Emma, he cried. That's not what you do with eggs. Talk? Said Emma. That was it. That did it. If they didn't want her eggs, she wouldn't give them any. I wonder what she's going to do next. Emma laid the next perfect egg in her cozy straw nest, and she sat right on top of it. When anyone came near, she shooed them away. For days, she sat on the nest like the lid on a cookie jar, until one day she had an irresistible urge to stretch. She hopped up and looked at her egg. To her amazement, it started to crack and creak and wobble and split until out of the shattered shell stepped a perfect dandelion chick. Dog? It said. Dog, said Emma. Yes, 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 Emma, cried the farmer and the farmer's wife and the farmer's children. That is what you do with eggs. Okay. Let me just switch off of our speaker view. Lisa, I bet you've got a song for us now.
I do, because I think that Emma might have lived on Grandpa's farm. So we could take a trip to Grandpa's farm and find out about some other animals. So we'll do some tapping. We're on our way, we're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way, we're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall brown horse. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a tall brown horse. The horse, he makes a sound like this. Neigh. The horse, he makes a sound like this. Neigh.
Oh, we're on our way, we're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way, we're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. Down on Grandpa's farm, there was a, here he is, black and white cow. Down on Grandpa's farm, there was a black and white cow. The cow, he makes a sound like this. Moo. The cow, he makes a sound like this. Moo.
Oh, we're on our way. We're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way. We're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a little white chicken. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a little white chicken. The chicken, he makes a sound like this. Bark, bark. The chicken, he makes a sound like this. Bark, bark. Oh, we're on our way. We're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way. We're on our way, on our way to Grandpa's farm. And we can't forget this little one. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a little fuzzy chick. Down on Grandpa's farm, there is a little fuzzy chick. The chick, she makes a sound like this. Beep, 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 beep. The chick, she makes a sound like this. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, we're on our way. We're on our way to Grandpa's farm. We're on our way. We're on our way to Grandpa's farm. And I think that's where those animals were. We're on Grandpa's farm. And you know what? When the kids at Grandpa's farm were painting the eggs, it reminded me of a special holiday that some of us celebrate, and it's Easter. And some of us have Easter eggs hidden by sometimes the Easter bunny. So I have a poem about a bunny. I need you to stand up though, because we're going to have to do some wiggling. And it goes like this. I know a little bunny who went hop, 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 and he had two big ears that went flop, flop, flop. And this little bunny was very, very queer, for he shook one leg and he wiggled one ear. That's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? You have to do some balancing to do that one. Let's try it one more time, and maybe we can shake our other leg this time. Are you ready? I know a little bunny who went hop, 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 and he had two big ears that went flop, flop, flop. And this little bunny was very, very queer, for he shook one leg and he wiggled one ear. Good balancing. Thanks, friends. We hope you enjoy the story and the songs, and we'll hope to see you all on Thursday at Circle Time. Bye now.
Bye.